name is Coleman from Toms River, New Jersey, fighting out of Team OLIVEIRA from Howell, New Jersey. Alright, so I fought about 3 years ago. Had broken my thumb in the fight and started to go to a doctor who unfortunately got me hooked on painkillers. Even though I was there physically at my house and I have a 6-year-old daughter, I wasn't there emotionally, spiritually, you know what I mean? So I really wasn't being the father I should have been. Times, you know, where I'd hold my daughter and I know, like, I can't be her father right now because I can't love myself, you know what I mean? And I've learned through this that if I don't love myself, then there's no way I can take care of my daughter, love my daughter, you know, love their mother at the time, you know what I mean? Or provide for anybody. Slowly this masking of the pain from the doctor became a, you know, self-medicating thing where I dealt with my feelings that way, but really I pushed everyone further away from me than trying to be who I really want to be. And you can't, if you can't step outside that box, you know what I mean, see yourself, then you just live this lie, you know what I mean? And it played a toll on me for a while. Yeah, it took a lot of things from me. I got into trouble. I got caught up with having drugs on me. I spent 8 months in jail. You know, things where my personality is I'm really stubborn, you know what I mean? And it took like me going to the bottom to realize that, you know, what I had in front of me. And the whole time I had a beautiful daughter, a house, you know, a life that everyone dreamed about having, you know? And, you know, you're so delusional with this medication and you don't want to feel that, you know, you make yourself believe that you're doing the right thing, but in reality, you're doing the wrong thing. So I needed to take time off and just find myself and take care of myself before I could follow my dream. I happened to live in Long Branch and find a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place from my professor, ADEMIR OLIVEIRA. At the time, I just ventured over there to get back into training, so I always knew my heart was in training. Walked in one day and just had the drive again and just kept going. It took being honest and not keeping secrets, right? They say like your secrets die in the light. And the truth of it is I needed to be honest with myself. And for me to be honest with myself, you know, then things started to change. And unfortunately, all those years I lost, I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was lying to everyone around me, you know what I mean? So it took me to admit that. Once I admitted that I'm doing the wrong thing, you know, and seeing all the things that are around me that's happening and I'm losing, I decided it was time to change, you know what I mean? It was time to in a sense, say, grow up. Say, you know, like, fuck it, I gotta change these, you know what I mean? Do I really want this in my life, or do I want to, you know, believe this delusional dream that I'm living, you know? Surrounding myself in an area with positive people, whether it be lawyers, police officers, accountants, like people that don't want anything from me, that are just here to support me. And it took me losing my daughter's mother, kicking me out of the house, right? Once I kicked out of the house is when I got the help, you know what I mean? Where I realized like there's no more safety net, you know what I mean? So that broke that vicious cycle that so many people are going through, you know, that I hope that they just admit to themselves and realize that, you know, they have to do it for themselves. I got help, and I finally realized there is where I started being honest, you know what I mean? And you could say this is like, I had to be man enough to admit that I have feelings and that I needed to love myself. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't admit that. They'll just, you know what I mean, they won't say they love themselves, and I didn't understand that. And for me to sit there and say, you know, I love myself and I want things different, you know what I mean? That's where that change started, and where I can eventually know that I will love my daughter the way I can love myself, because I'll be able to portray that out. I thank her mother 1,000 times for kicking me out. If she never kicked me out, I don't know if I'd be here sitting here and telling you a story, you know? So by doing that, I moved to Long Branch in a halfway house, and that's where things changed, man. And I met this guy from, you know, ADEMIR OLIVEIRA, my professor, and that's where it started to change, because then I was loving myself and I was like, all right, I know time heals with my daughter and her mother, so, you know, I was able to now see them and really do it on my own. You know what I mean? For the first time in my life, like, I was being a grown-up, and how late, like you say that, but if you're not able to do that, then I'd be doing the same thing in 10 years from now, The principle of the company, of Phuket, is that, you live your life, right? And you don't try to have no regrets, right? So it's like actually putting stuff into action. And my whole comeback and recovery and this whole thing was about like, you know what, hey, fuck it, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? And I gotta do it for myself. And the clothing line just happens, it has the same, same goal in mind, right? So it fit perfect into what I was doing. It's like, you know what, man, no regrets, I gotta do this. And it worked out perfect. Having the attitude of no regrets and just going for it, I started competing in JITSU. And I started, I won the Pan Ams, I won another tournament, a gi tournament, a Naga tournament. You know what I mean? Things that that I missed with my foundation, I was able to get from, which I owe a lot to ADEMIR OLIVEIRA for teaching me the basic foundation of JITSU and just using my game to get better. So man, the best part of this whole thing is like I'm doing this for me. This fight is not about like I'm just like, I know I'm more than ready. I have the confidence of the stuff I trained through, you know what I mean? The life experiences I've been through, I take with me to this fight, you know what I mean? And I just have like, man, I have my daughter supports me, her mother supports me, my family supports me, you know what I mean? And just having that is all I need, you know what I mean? I don't need people to follow me that I don't, like I want people to see like, I'm fighting and putting this in 100% because this is what I want, it's what I believe in, you know what I mean? And I just, man, I'm doing it with no regrets, and I have the support, and man, I'm ready to go. Like, this kid don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be, man, it's a whole nother meaning for this belt. I'm not nervous, you know what I mean? It's a whole nother, like, level of fighting and where my head is. It's just psychologically, like, there, man. It's awesome. So I want to finish with saying thank you to everyone that supported me. Thank you to my team, family, everyone, Phuket Clothing that, thank God, has the same vision as I do and has sponsored me through this, and it's more of a connection than someone just sponsoring me. And if you need help and you're out there, feel free to reach out to me. You know what I mean? I've been in bad positions and I've been in good positions now, and I just want to be that there's help out there, and you gotta do it for yourself. You know what I mean? And if you need someone, I'm not that guy that like would ignore people. I'm there, you know what I mean? I want to help people and pass this message on. You know what I mean? And that's it. I want to say thanks, for everyone, for God to help me out, and stay continued. The journey's gonna keep going.